person. 21 days. Hello everyone, good morning. Today is my last day here and I just wanted to sit and chat for a bit because I've just finished packing. I'm ready. I've got my shoes on. And I'm just waiting here to be called. But I just wanted to sit and let you know how the whole process has been since I've got here. I can't believe it's my last day. But I just thought I'll run through what happens, like the whole procedure when you fly from London to Hong Kong. Our whole journey was actually quite quiet. Luckily, we had like it wasn't too packed, so I was really lucky that we were got to pick our seats and everything, so we were really lucky, and I just felt really safe as well. But even before that, when we were at the airport, I think the overall thing was just a lot of waiting time. So we were just waiting in a queue for us to check in, and then they also check your documents there. So just make sure you have all your documents, things that you need to have. They're very strict, so if you don't have something, they'll either turn you away or else tell you to stay at a nearby hotel, and then you'll just have to fly the next day or something. And they are really friendly and helpful, but you really have to have all your documents, and that's one thing I was told like several times, and I just made sure I was ticked it off like one by one. So yeah, if you've got time, just make sure to do all of this in advance so you don't need to stress about it. Once that's ready, it's fine. That was the only thing that really stressed me out. Other than that, it was just keeping up to date with what's happening with quarantine in Hong Kong and small things like that. But once we had all our documents and we were checking in, it was very smooth. It was just a lot of waiting, like I mentioned. And then you check in, and then you go to your gate, and they also check your documents again, and then you start boarding the flight, and then it's just a lot of waiting. So you just have to be patient because everyone's like feeling the same, and there's just a lot of people wanting to get places. So all you can do is just help them out and just be patient and stay calm, and it will be your go. Everything will work out and your turn will come, you know. So it just makes it a bit easier, the whole procedure. Really lucky. It was like quite a quiet plane, so we got to pick and choose where we wanted to sit. We also flew with British Airways. I got like a lot of hit and miss reviews from it. I was told like their flights will cancel last minute and stuff like that, but I kind of just went with it, and if I booked another flight, they would also cancel, and most of those cases would be because of Hong Kong side, like borders are closing. That's one of the main reasons why they were closed, so I was quite hopeful. And then when you land, you have to fill in another Hong Kong, what's it called? And then you go and do your test after that. So basically, after you fill in that form, you get a QR code, and they scan the QR code, and that lets you in. And then next step is to go and get tested. The whole procedure in Hong Kong was so easy to find everywhere because they had signs and just really good directions for everyone. No one would get lost, and the staff were super friendly and super helpful. They just wanted you to find it easy, so that was really good, and everyone was just really friendly and helpful. It was quite empty for me when I was But yeah, after you go through testing, they're very helpful, and then again, there's also, they have to check after you do your test, you have to check your documents again, and then they give you a temperature thermometer, and then once that's approved, you go to this area that's designated for your flight, and you wait there. It took us like 2 hours, I think, and everyone's just waiting there. It feels like you're in an exam hall, and there's all tables lined out, and everyone's just chilling. You get food. I think they give you a sandwich and some snacks as well. And then once and then the testing team come over and confirm if you're okay, and you can go to the next stage basically, and then you go and get your luggage. Yeah, it's a lot of walking, so I was happy to get my steps in. But yeah, it's just, the whole procedure was very simple, very clear. You knew where you were going. You just had to follow your directions and ask the questions, because the team's there to help you. Oh yeah, once we got our luggage, we went and queued for our hotel. So there's different queues for different hotels, and then we got on a bus, and then we got home, or we arrived in the hotel, and that was really it. But it took so I think we landed at 1:30, and then we got here in the hotel around 8, I want to say. So it was a lot of waiting time, and so just be ready for that, and that's really it. Just be patient and just enjoy the journey. I think this whole thing, even being in 21 days quarantine, it's something that you just have to accept, and everyone has to do it, you know. So I would just say, if you want to come, do it, go for it, and just enjoy the journey, and use this 21 days as time for yourself to reflect, time for you to do all the things you've wanted to do. I think you have this time for yourself, so be grateful for it. And I am really grateful that I've done this now, and it wasn't really it was very challenging at times. I'm really glad that I overcame it, and I just was trying to keep myself distracted with lots of things that I enjoy doing, like painting, puzzles, reading, listening to podcasts, singing, dancing, just in the bedroom, just making the most of it. And it's a really fun story to tell in the future, in a way, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know, if you want to do it, go for it. Don't let fears and what's happening right now, the pandemic, hold you down. Sometimes you just, if that's something you want to do for yourself, and you feel so many restrictions and quarantine and all, but if you want to do it, I would persuade you, go for it, do it for yourself, you know. It will be so worth it after. So I'm just sending you guys lots of love. I am going to head now. I just got the call 5 minutes ago, so I'm going to head, and I'm going to sign out, or I'm going to check out of this hotel room. I am leaving. Yes, have a lovely day, guys. I'll speak to you soon.